That's great. We're ready to. Rick, are we ready?
Yes, we're live.
Okay. Okay, it's time to call the Scott County School Board meeting to order, and we'll stand and say the pledge. Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We don't have any presentations, or do we?
We do have some volunteers of the month. Also have a presentation for the October Student of the Month for Scott High School. As always, we're always so thankful of our volunteers, what the time and effort they give to the betterment of our school system. We have from Birchfield Elementary is Miss Teresa Cooper. From Fairview Elementary is Matilda Lau. Huntsville Elementary, Lona Beam. Huntsville Middle, Michelle Birchfield. Robbins Elementary, Dennis Jeffers. Winfield Elementary is Jessica McCullough. Also, Mr. Chairman, I would like to announce the Scott County Chamber of Commerce stand, October Student of the Month for Scott High School. And it is Riley Marie Cotton, 17-year-old daughter of Stephanie and Jared Cotton of the Oneida community, was selected by the Scott High School staff as the October Stand Student of the Month. Riley is a member of the National Beta Club, SWAT Club, and Pep Club, and a 4-year member of the Girls Highlander soccer team. Riley is an active member of the Big Ridge Baptist Church. In her free time, she enjoys reading her Bible and listening to music. Riley has completed several dual credit classes and has earned a GPA of 4.0. She has followed a more rigorous course of study and will graduate under the Tennessee Scholars Program and will be awarded an honors diploma. In the fall of 2021, she will attend University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. She loves her community and the people here. She hopes to return to work as an RN. And Mr. Chairman, that concludes the presentations for the month of October.
Okay, thank you. We're still no public forum, is there?
No.
Okay, how about any of the principals? Do they have anything to report? I guess.
Miss Abbott.
Yes.
Hi, this is Miss Stanley. Just a couple of things. One, I want to congratulate our cafeteria ladies on another 100 on their health inspection. That's Miss Terry, Miss Christie, and Miss Amanda. And we thank all three of them for all the work they do in the cafeteria. Also, just want to thank the maintenance department and Mr. Keith Shannon. I think this group is of guys, they're kind of unsung heroes that always come to our aid when we need them, but oftentimes we neglect to tell them how thankful we are for them. And then finally, kind of one announcement to you all and the public. The principals had a meeting Tuesday, and while we were there, we discussed the activity we had planned for the veterans. That is their parade, their convoy. And after some discussion, we all agreed that perhaps that should be postponed. We'll look at hopefully maybe doing it next year, but because of the COVID cases in Scott County and the surrounding counties, we don't want to take a chance on getting our vets sick. But we do want them to know that we certainly appreciate them, thank them for their service, love them dearly, and we will hope to do further activities in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more principals?
Hi, Miss Esther. This is Miss Rector. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a couple of things just that I wanted to announce to the board. We did, as you all know, we did have several positive COVID cases at Scott High there before fall break, which did prompt us to make that calendar change for our return this week. And so we have been in all digital this week. That has went very well. And very proud of our students and teachers for navigating that. This is something that's very different for everyone, and I just can't stress enough and brag enough on our students and our teachers that they have just really jumped in and done a really great job with digital learning, and so very proud of them. But to the data, I wanted to let everybody know that at this point, all of our positive cases have rolled off into inactive status. So when we come back to school, as far as contacts or cases that have been inside of the school, we will be at 0. So we're very thankful for that, and putting some additional measures in place to hopefully keep that number low. But again, going to make some adjustments, have been talking with the local and regional health department about those. And so making sure that we are doing everything that we can do in order to do our part of keeping those COVID cases low. So I did want to just update everyone on that. And just a reminder that we will be in phase in next week. Again, that's just part of that process. Monday and Wednesday will be for 9th and 10th graders. Tuesday and Thursday will be for 11th and 12th graders. And then that Friday will be a digital day with the rest of the district. Tuesday, the 20th, will be parent-teacher conferences, but we will be hosting those by phone and by appointment. So teachers have been reaching out to students and parents this week and setting up those appointment times to reach out to parents by phone so that they can make contact with their child's teachers. If they have questions about that, of course, you can always give us a call here at the school either tomorrow or on Monday. Speaking of tomorrow, do want to let everybody know that we will be closing the building tomorrow at noon because of some work on the plumbing. We do have a group that's coming in, should be here around lunchtime, and they will have to turn off all of the water and shut down all of the restrooms in the building. And that's going to be some pretty extensive work, but hopefully will take care of some of these pesky problems that we're having in this aging building. So our building will close at noon tomorrow. And then last and most importantly, our girls soccer team is playing for the district championship tonight here at Scott High on the football field. And your stand student of the month, Miss Riley Cotton, she's one of the seniors in that soccer team. So once you all finish this meeting, grab you a bite to eat and then head out here at 6:30 and cheer our girls on to a district championship. But that's all that I have, unless anyone has questions for me.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more principals? Okay, if not, Mr. Hall.
Thank you. I think Ms. Baker took most of my stuff there, what I had to report to you guys on the COVID update. As Ms. Rector mentioned at the high school, we have no active cases now for any of the high school students. I believe there is still one active in middle school. So it seems like we're getting back, to normal. I think the phase-ins really helped there with the high school because the majority of our cases through the students have been at the high school. I want to commend everyone for their hard work and their efforts when it comes to the safety of our children and for the betterment of everyone. I think that so far the teachers, students, and our parents, for the most part, have done a really excellent job on looking out for all the safety of everyone. Quick question for you guys. November 3rd of next month is election day. We do have our regular scheduled work session. We'll proceed with that as planned unless you guys are maybe working an election or has something to do with the election day or just can't make it on that day. That is the board work session is scheduled for Tuesday, November the 3rd. You guys give me input after the meeting, or if you want to talk to Ms. Esther, let me know if we need to make a change, but if not, we'll continue with what we have on the schedule. Parent-teacher conferences, as they did mention earlier, Tuesday, October the 20th. Everyone is doing this by phone or by an appointment. So we greatly appreciate that work and effort. It's going to be done by everyone on that day, and that's from 3:30 to 6:30 at the elementaries, middle, and the high school. Ms. Rector also mentioned tonight, 6:30 is the Scott High School girls soccer team going up against Kingston girls tonight for the district championship. And just a couple weeks ago, it was a double overtime shootout and decided for the regular season district championship. So we expect the same type of excitement, the same type of effort, same type of intensity to go on tonight. So if you get a chance, go out and watch the Lady Highlanders play tonight. Also, the football game at Northview Academy is being played tonight. Kickoff at the Northview Academy School in Sevierville is at 7:30. I do think they had the pre-sale tickets, and there was a limited number that they gave us in order to sell for our fans. But again, the kickoff there tonight is at 7:30. I want to thank you guys and everyone as far as to the point where we are. We ended our first 9 weeks, so we should be expecting progress reports, everything to be going out next week. From the virtual school, I think we had 32, and Greg, you might correct me on the numbers here. I think we had 32 that came back, 22 more signed on. Was that correct? As far as on the
Yes.
school numbers?
Yes.
So that's where we are with that right now. Had a couple of calls today as far as maybe 1 or 2 might want to add to the virtual, but I'll look at everything and get a chance to talk to the principals and stuff in the morning with those. Guys, and that's about all I have, unless y'all have any questions for me.
Did we lose any to private?
No, we did not. We did not. No, we had no one as far as that was on a virtual or anything that went to an independent home school or left from there. So, no, which is good.
How about the virtual Fridays? Are we going to continue
I
that?
was going to talk to you guys and get with principals and kind of see where we are, kind of see where our teachers are with those things.
I've had several contacts from teachers from other schools.
Mhm.
They would love to have this continue through November at least.
Well, I said, we'll look and see. Like I said, I'll get your guys' input as we go. I think it's been a good thing. I think it's been good for our teachers. Can't say it's really good for parents, sometimes, with extra day. But I think it's allowed them to really help with the virtual academy and those type of things from there. But there is some point in time that we do need to get back to that full schedule. I think that's imperative. And of course, we always want to do that safely when we can do that. And I think that's been a big thing that's really helped us keep our numbers down and some things there too. So I will look at that and then let you guys know, but I want you guys' input when it comes to that also too.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to item 6, adoption of the agenda. In accordance with board policy number 1.403, the Scott County Board of Education should adopt an agenda of all items to be acted upon during the regular monthly meeting of October 15, 2020. May I have a motion to approve the October 15, 2020 agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye. Item 7, consent agenda items. In accordance with the Scott County Board of Education policy number 4.403, the Board of Education may include routine and non-controversial items on a consent agenda, which may be adopted by a single vote without discussion. Any item on the consent agenda may be removed and placed on the regular agenda for further consideration at the request of any board member. May I have a motion to approve the items listed on the consent agenda as follows? A, approval of the minutes for September the 10th, 2020. B, approval of the financial report and bills for August of 2020.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Silcox? Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Item 8A, approve budget amendments. In pursuant to Board Policy Number 2.201, the Scott County Board of Education needs to approve budget amendments required to balance the budget for the fiscal year 2020-2021. This action will allow funds to be applied to areas of the budget that lack sufficient funds to complete the school year. May I have a motion to approve the following amendments? Federal Amendment Number 4, CTE Amendment Number 1.
I make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton? Mr. Silcox? Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye. Item 8B, Imagination Library. In order to continue our sponsorship of the Imagination Library, the Scott County Board of Education must approve payment of the $2,000 annual fee. May I have a motion to continue our sponsorship of the Imagination Library and pay $2,000 annual fee?
I make the motion. I'll second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox? Mr. Sexton? Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye. Item 8C, Memorandum of Understanding. A memorandum of understanding is needed between the school system and the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. May I have a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the Tennessee College of Applied Technology and the Scott County Schools to expand and enhance the number of re-enrolled juniors and seniors enrolled at Scott High School?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox? Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Item 8D, accept grant. The board needs to accept a new grant, LEA Reopening and Pragmatic Support Grant. The purpose of this grant is to support LEAs in implementation of the strategies outlined in sections 3, 5, and 6 of the LEA's approved CLP's Continuous Learning Plan. May I have a motion to accept the LEA Reopening and Pragmatic Support Grant in the amount of $60,000?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Silcox? Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton? Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Item 8E, add nurse position. Due to high demand of services needing to be performed by a nurse, we are requesting a nursing position be added at Huntsville Elementary. May I have a motion to add a nurse position at Huntsville Elementary School for the 2020-2021 school year?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton? Mr. Silcox? Ms. Terry?
Item 8F, maintenance agreement. TSBA updates our online board policies. May I have a motion to approve the TSBA annual online policy maintenance agreement in the amount of $3,500?
I make the motion. Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp? Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley? Mr. Sexton? Mr. Silcox?
Okay, before we go to the next one, Mr. Silcox, you have anything? Ms. Terry? No.
Just gonna be with you tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be here. How about you, Miss Charlotte? And Miss Kim?
It's just good to see everybody.
How about you? How about you?
I did have one thing. Somebody mentioned there might be some planning or talk about some construction at Birchfield. I didn't know if Keith was here today, or maybe Miss Tanya might know. Some construction at Birchfield, maybe by the old gym. There's some
Actually,
talk of
it is
planning.
the old gym. We
Okay.
had an architect that came about 3 weeks ago, maybe,
Yeah.
looking at just our mobile units. We have pre-K classes and a kindergarten class that is, let me stand up, I'm like a mountain home. That is out there in those mobile units, and those mobile units, have served their purpose well. They are just very old. And we'd like to get those babies into the building as quickly as we can. So, Mr. Shannon did have our architect come out, and he looked at renovating our playroom now.
Yeah.
Converting it into classrooms, and he's actually coming out tomorrow if anybody wants to come along, to kind of go over some thoughts that he had and some diagrams that he has.
I've been definitely excited about hearing maybe about the kids getting inside the
Yes.
actual school building.
Yeah.
Someone just kind of start looking at too, kind of get a, just an estimate,
Yes,
because right now it's not in the budget.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be something that if we did, you know, this time, because we'd have to approve, get to the reserve, and something we might be able to put in the budget for next year, once we get everything kind of in place and kind of know exactly when we get the plans. Again, I think what Ms. Tanya said, as far as kind of those, they served their purpose, truly have served their purpose. And it's, and I hate taking away a gym from anywhere, from anybody at any time, because can't get those back. But, you know, it's kind of like what we're looking at right now, kind of, you know, see if it can be done, so.
We should have built the upstairs at Birchfield when it was being done.
Yes, we should have.
Make-
We won't get into
Make a
it.
place for an elevator, don't put the classroom.
Absolutely.
I did have some people concerned about the old gym being taken away as well.
Oh,
Hoping there was
yeah.
another way around it, but I know that, you know, Keith and the architects will do what they can.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
whatever we do, I know it'll make sense, but,
Yeah.
I had
We're
some
gonna
concerns
explore
about
every
that as
option.
well.
We'll explore every option.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
I'm sure there's no discussion, so we went in the roll call.
Mr. Silcox,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Ms. Abbott,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley, Mr. Sexton, Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp.
Aye.